Have you ever wondered about the importance of a home inspection when purchasing a new home?
Today, we're going to talk about the 7 most common questions we get from our buyers when considering a home inspection for a new home purchase.
Stay tuned for Home Inspections 101. Hi there, it's Kari and Kristin again, and today we are talking about Home Inspections 101. We're going to answer the 7 most common questions that our buyers have asked us when purchasing a new home.
That's right. Buying a home is exciting, but it's super important to make sure it's safe and in good condition. That's where a home inspection comes in. So let's quickly cover some of the things you need to know about home inspections, whether you're buying or selling.
Okay.
So, Kari,
Yes.
what is a home inspection?
What is a home inspection? Well, a home inspection is like a checkup for your house. So a certified inspector evaluates the structure, the roof, plumbing, electrical, appliances, windows, every little thing in the home.
Is there a name for that kind of inspection?
That's a full home inspection.
Great.
And it's pages and pages. He takes pictures of everything, and then he will provide a summary of all of the problem areas for you.
Okay.
Yep. And then we, as your buyer's agents,
yes,
negotiate with the sellers to get the repairs done that you feel need to be done to feel safe in the home.
Right.
Right. Now, there's a second type of inspection,
an
easier, a simpler form of inspection, and that's a 4-point inspection.
Okay.
Do you know what that is? I think you do, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
But okay. Maybe everybody else doesn't.
Yeah. A 4-point inspection, you can just do a 4-point inspection. You usually get one alongside the full home inspection. And the 4-point inspection is the inspection that you're going to provide to your insurance agents. So it is necessary to get this inspection if you would like insurance on your new home. So the 4 points are the roof, the plumbing, the electrical, and the HVAC. And while doing the plumbing, they also evaluate your hot water heater. Great. So all the big ticket items are evaluated in the 4-point. So sometimes, especially in a seller's market, you can opt to just get the 4-point inspection, and that is sometimes a tool to make your offer more valuable.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Correct. So the next question we often hear is, do you need to have a home inspection?
Home inspections aren't required. Okay. There is a section in any offer or any state you're in regarding an inspection period.
Okay.
And during the inspection period, the home is obviously off the market. It is pending. It is under contract with you, the buyer, and you have a certain amount of days to get the home inspected. And during that time, if you can't come to terms with the seller for the repairs, you can walk away and still get your deposit back. Very important to know the date and the contingencies, the days of that inspection period.
Absolutely.
Okay, you don't want it to pass. So that's where we come in. We help you with that. But no, to answer the question, they're not required. And in some markets, to make your offer more valuable or more strong, and in some markets, to make your offer stronger, you can actually forego an inspection if you feel comfortable with that. We don't recommend it, but if you feel comfortable with that, you could do that. It's not required.
Yep. Yeah. Agreed. So who does the inspection? So do we go in and look at it? Or how does that work? No, just kidding.
You would absolutely need to hire a certified inspector. This is a licensed inspector who is an expert on all of those areas of the home. We have several inspectors that we work with that we absolutely love, that we trust, that aren't what we call alarmist. You don't want somebody that's too alarmist that's going to create, but you want somebody that's really going to detail out the problem areas of any home and be honest and really know what they're talking about. Yeah. You need somebody good.
It's confusing for some people, but generally, who pays for these inspections?
Oh, that's another good question.
I know.
So the buyer will pay for their own home inspection. But in some cases, the seller would like, to make their home more sellable, I
Uh-huh.
guess, and make more.
Okay.
They can do a pre-home inspection and fix all the things that the inspector finds. That way, when a buyer comes in, they can see the inspection right on the table,
Okay.
and it makes your home more desirable
Probably saves some time
and
too.
save some time and money for the buyer.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
The other thing is, generally, do the buyers attend the inspection? How does that part work?
in most cases, yes. We always recommend that you don't go for the whole inspections. Inspections can last 2 to 3 hours, depending on the size of the home and
Okay.
what's with the home. But I always recommend going for the last 45 minutes of the inspection. That way, the inspector can get his job done without a lot of questions and chatting and
Yeah.
things like that. We don't want to distract him from his job. But if you go towards the end of the inspection, then he will sit down with you. A good inspector will, and talk to you about what he found and point
Yep.
out those things, because it's very important. All these things are extremely important when buying a home.
And then, how long does it take to get a formal report back?
Good
Is
inspectors,
it?
well, yeah, a good inspector will get it back to you the same day.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that's who we hire, are the
Mm-hmm.
same day, who are on, Johnny on the spot. They
Yep.
know that you are on a time frame here, a time limit. You have contingencies in your contract, so you absolutely want an inspector that can get you the report the same day or the very next day. You don't want to wait.
That's right.
So,
Your offer is contingent upon getting, being
right,
accepted.
there's a lot riding on this inspection.
That's right. That's
yes,
right.
Absolutely.
So some people sign purchase agreements that say as is. What does that mean what is an as is?
A home, we have here in Florida what's called an as-is contract. We
Mhm.
always write it on an as-is contract, but
Yep.
we have the right to inspect, meaning that the house is sold as is. If the buyer finds repairs that they want that they can't live with, they can ask the seller to repair them, but the seller is under no obligation to do so. They can just say no, and then the buyer has the right to just walk away because the home is being sold as is.
Okay.
In most cases, we can come to an agreement.
Mhm.
That's what agents are for. That's how we come in and fight for you.
That's
and
right.
we negotiate. So again, always recommend an inspection.
Yeah. And you know what?
Yeah.
As you said, talk to your agent. I mean, they're going to help
Yes.
you through this whole process. If you have
Yes.
questions, you need to make the right choice for you in these sorts of circumstances.
Absolutely right. And some houses are only a year old. Would we need a full home inspection on that? If you feel comfortable without it, maybe you
Maybe
wouldn't want to
not.
go out without an inspection. Just get a 4-point. The AC's new. Everything's
Right.
new. So every little home is different. That's where agents come in to help you and advise you. Thank you for listening to our Home Inspections 101 today.
Stay tuned for our next video.
Absolutely. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are thinking about a move to the Suncoast, we would love to help you. If you'd like to talk to us in person, just use the link right up there, phoneappointment.com, and schedule a time with us. We'd love to chat with you. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and ring the bell so you get notified every time a very informative video like this comes out.
That's right. Thanks for listening today. We appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.